Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Trig podcast of Joy and Gospel TV on this beautiful Tuesday morning. It is 9 a.m. Daily Devotions with Pastor Trig. I am with you on this beautiful morning. Perhaps you're needing to know that. I know I do. I have a big week in front of us, like I'm sure you do as well. I have a big week in front of me, in front, and I'm sure you do as well. So I wanted to give you this amazing word from this beautiful book that maybe you use, Jesus Calling. It's a daily devotion. My wife and I, every morning we wake up and we go over it to prepare our hearts, our day, our week, so that you and I and all of us can together focus on the right thing. So perhaps you're watching this after the fact. Maybe it's not live. Maybe you're watching this tonight or tomorrow morning. Thank you for being here. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, especially on YouTube and Instagram. Comment and press the like button. It's the best way to get this video in front of more people. But I want to read October 25th, today's devotion. It says, I am God with you for all time and throughout eternity. Don't let the familiarity of that concept numb its impact on your consciousness. My perpetual presence with you can be a continual source of joy, springing up and flowing out in streams of abundant life. Let your mind reverberate with meanings of my name, Jesus, the Lord saves, Emmanuel, God with us. Strive to remain conscious of my presence even in your busiest moments. Talk with me about whatever delights you, whatever upsets you, whatever is on your mind. These tiny steps of daily discipline, taken one after the other, will keep you close to me on the path of life. Matthew 1 says, she will give birth to a son, and you will call him the name, or give him the name Jesus, because he will save his people from their sins. The virgin will be with child and will give birth to a son, and they will call him Emmanuel, which means God with us. Acts 2 says, you have made known to me the paths of life. You will fill me with joy in your presence. Beautiful stuff that describes to us, especially the names of God, Emmanuel, Jesus. Emmanuel, indeed, as we just read, means God with us. And then Jesus means God saves. Two beautiful words, two beautiful meanings, two beautiful titles of our Lord Jesus Christ. That he is with us. He's immanent. Immanent means that he's here right now. He's transcendent. He's above all things, sovereign. He's King and Lord of Lords, but he's also immanent. In other words, he's right here with you in your life, in your disease, in your worry, in that interview, in that new project that you have in front of you. He's with you, in the mud with you. He did not, Philippians 2 says that he did not hang on to being one with God as something to be held of. Instead, he became nothing and emptied himself. Kenosis is the word there. Beautiful thing that no other religion can speak to. In fact, the Muslim religion thinks that is heretical, that God would become man. He would become one of us. And yet that's the very essence of the hope of the gospel, that he is with you in the mud, in your overwhelmed, in your plans, in your joys, in your tears. And then, of course, he is the one who saves, Jesus, God who saves, because he knows that we are but dust. He didn't leave us in our condition, in our sinful condition. He didn't leave us as enemies of God. Instead, he saved us, redeemed us. He washed us with his blood because he knew that we had a problem, that we had a sin issue, that we had a condemnation upon us, that we had a warrant for our arrest upon us. And so because of that, he saved us, he rescued us. And remember that word in the Hebrew consciousness, it also means blessing. To salvation means that he provides land and goods, and he provides shelter, he provides the things that we need that are material as well as spiritual. Of course, in the New Testament, it does talk about salvation from sin and death and worry and fear. And so we have this complete and whole and complete and wholesome, I guess you could say, salvation. What is it that you need today? Do you need to be saved from your worries and fear? Jesus saves. Do you need to be saved from poverty and a dependency on others? Jesus saves. Do you need hope and joy for tomorrow? Jesus saves. No matter what we need, Jesus saves us from ourselves, from this world and its wicked ways, from our worries and anxiety. Today, as I said, I have a big day in front of me, a lot of things. I had to teach a class. I have a couple of interviews. I have a couple of big events. And I must say I woke up a little bit worried. Excuse me. And instead of just spinning my head with worry and with planning, I said, Lord, I need you. And then this passage was so powerful. He is with me. He's with me in my busy week. He's with you no matter what you're facing, no matter what you're dealing with. If you are, excuse me, being tempted to do it on your own, to carry all the burdens on your own, give your burdens to the cross. Bring them to the cross. If you're tempted to give in to worry, anxiety, depression, and to comparison and envy, give your worries to the cross. If you have a big test, if you have a big sale or a big call that you have to make that you're not really looking forward to, give your burdens to the cross. Give them to Jesus. He saves. He's with you. He is Emmanuel. He's with you in the battle. If you have big projects coming up, I know that many of us who are working with Victorious Records, shout out to my gang and my beautiful people. If you have big projects like we do and you feel like you have to, excuse me, if you have to do it all on your own, or you're not sure that you can handle it, or maybe you're excited and you just are anticipating some obstacles and some opposition, then give your concerns to Jesus. He is with you in the battle. He fights your battles. He is next to you in everything that you face. This is how I fight my battle, says that song, right? Through prayer, through contemplation, through seeking God with all of our hearts, through meditating on his word day and night, by remembering that he is with you. Isn't it beautiful to know that this supreme being is with you? When my wife comes home and maybe I'm here, or maybe I'm still out as well, and we come together, it's the most glorious moment to actually see each other once again. When we were both working in LA, she was working in Lawndale, I was working at USC, we would take the blue line, and then we had to transfer actually the green line to the blue line. We would have to transfer to the blue line. So we would try to time our bus transfer, train transfer to the same exact moment so that we would see each other on that platform. And it was beautiful to see her running down the stairs to catch the blue line. And I was either there, or I was also running down. And it was beautiful to know that she was with me, that I was with her. That's how God is. He is with you. He runs to your side. He runs to catch up with you. He runs to be with you. But we also have to run to him. It can't just be him doing all the work. We have to run to him when we are feeling low or overwhelmed or discouraged or out of hope or out of ideas. We have to run to God and say, Lord, you are with me, but so am I. I am here to run to you, to seek you with all my heart, to seek you day and night, to knock on that door, to ask and seek and knock, and to worship you and seek you with all of my heart. So I want to encourage you today to seek God with all your heart. Do not despair. Do not do this alone. God is with you in the storm, in the victory, in the battle. And we can't wait one day to see what great things God is going to do. I'm looking forward to this week. I'm praying for you, cheering you on. Thank you again for being here. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Adios.